Welcome to a new video on crisis communication, the role of press release distribution in managing reputational challenges. Let's set the stage by understanding what crisis communication is all about. Imagine a storm, unpredictable and potentially damaging. That's a crisis for any organization. Now, how you communicate during this storm, that's crisis communication. It's about mitigating impact, safeguarding reputation, and steering the narrative in a direction that's favorable for your organization. And guess what plays a pivotal role in this process? Yes, you've got it, press release distribution. It's like a beacon in the storm, a powerful tool that allows organizations to convey key messages, provide updates, and present their stance to the media, stakeholders, and the public. It's a crucial gear in the machinery of managing reputational challenges. Stay tuned as we delve into the mechanics of leveraging press releases during a crisis. So, why is press release distribution so important during a crisis? Well, let's dive into it. Press release distribution is the lifeblood of crisis communication. It's the mechanism that propels information from the heart of an organization, through the veins of media channels and out to the wider body of stakeholders and the public. Picture this. A crisis has just hit your organization. It's all hands on deck. The clock is ticking and the world is watching, waiting for your response. This is where the power of press release distribution comes into play. It's not just about broadcasting a message, it's about conveying key messages, providing timely updates, and presenting your organization's stance during a crisis. But it's not as simple as it sounds. Crafting a compelling press release is an art. It involves articulating facts, acknowledging responsibility, and outlining steps being taken to address the situation. It's about painting a clear, transparent, and credible picture of what's happening and how your organization is responding. And here's the thing. In today's fast-paced media landscape, press release distribution isn't confined to traditional media outlets. It's about leveraging digital platforms and social media to amplify the reach and impact of your messages. It's about understanding where your stakeholders are and reaching out to them on their terms. But remember, press release distribution isn't a one-off event. It's a continuous, dynamic process that evolves as the crisis unfolds. It's about keeping your stakeholders informed, managing their expectations, and steering the narrative in a direction that safeguards your organization's reputation. So, when a crisis hits, don't underestimate the power of press release distribution. It can be the difference between chaos and control, between reputational damage and reputational resilience. Indeed, press releases are a powerful tool in the face of a crisis. Now let's talk about how to craft an effective press release. Crafting a compelling press release is like weaving a story. The story of your organization, its values, and how it responds to crises. Firstly, your press release must articulate the facts. This isn't just about what happened, but also about what your organization is doing about it. Be transparent and clear. This will not only build trust with your stakeholders, but also provide them with the necessary context to understand the situation. Secondly, acknowledging responsibility is crucial. If the crisis was due to an error on your organization's part, it's important to own up to it. This shows your stakeholders that you're not shying away from accountability. Remember, people appreciate honesty and humility in times of crisis. Lastly, outlining the steps your organization is taking to address the situation is paramount. This is your chance to show your stakeholders that you're proactive and dedicated to resolving the issue at hand. Whether it's an internal investigation, a change in procedures, or a new initiative, make sure to clearly outline these steps in your press release. Now, it's important to note that crafting an effective press release isn't just about the content. The way you present this content matters too. Make sure to keep your press release concise, coherent, and compelling. Use simple language that's easy for everyone to understand. And don't forget to include a call to action, whether it's directing your stakeholders to your website for more information or inviting them to reach out to your organization directly. Remember, your press release isn't just a statement. It's a powerful tool that can shape perceptions, influence opinions, and guide the narrative around a crisis. It's your organization's voice in the midst of uncertainty. A well-crafted press release can make a huge difference in managing reputational challenges. But how do we ensure our press release reaches the right audience? A question that is often asked, but the answer lies in the strategies we use for press release distribution. First and foremost, you need to identify the relevant media outlets. This could be anything from newspapers and magazines to radio stations and television channels. Think about where your audience gets their information from and target those sources. Now, in the age of digital revolution, it's equally crucial to leverage digital platforms. Websites, email newsletters, and social media are all powerful tools for spreading your message far and wide. They allow you to reach a wider audience, faster and more effectively than traditional methods ever could. But it's not just about blasting your press release out into the void and hoping it sticks. Engaging with journalists and influencers can make all the difference. These are the people who have the power to amplify your message, to take it to the next level. So, reach out to them, build relationships, and get them on board with your story. Remember, the media landscape is always changing, always evolving. What works today may not work tomorrow, so it's essential to stay ahead of the curve, to adapt and adjust your strategies as needed, because at the end of the day, it's about getting your message out there, about making sure it's heard by the right people, at the right time. Adapting to the evolving media landscape is key to maximizing the impact of your press releases. So keep your eyes and ears open, stay flexible, and remember that effective press release distribution is an art, not a science. To sum it all up, press release distribution is a powerful tool in crisis communication. It helps organizations manage reputational challenges by disseminating key messages, providing updates, and presenting their stance. This involves crafting a compelling press release, acknowledging responsibility, and outlining steps being taken to address the situation. Effective distribution strategies, like identifying relevant media outlets and leveraging digital platforms, are crucial. The evolving media landscape calls for adaptation, amplifying the reach and impact of press releases through digital platforms and social media. Remember, in the face of a crisis, a well-crafted and well-distributed press release can be your organization's saving grace.